push people away, but I need someone to stay. I keep running away from myself. Am I going to be okay? Fuck my life, I'm so tired. I'm lost in my mind. Just wanna feel alright, feel alright. I need someone to hold me, 'cause I fall apart. Fuck my life, I'm so tired, so tired. Fuck my life, I'm so tired. I'm lost in my mind. Just wanna feel alright, feel alright. I need someone to hold me, 'cause I fall apart. Fuck my life, I'm so tired, so tired. I've lost my self-esteem somewhere between my insecurities. They're holding me back.
Can we try it? Can we find it? Can we please be kind of just rewind it? This is real life, these are real times, and we're always wanting to escape 'em. All I need tonight is your voice. All I need tonight is your voice. Let's not roll it, let's not hold it, let's not drink it, chop it up or smoke it. All I need tonight is your voice. Oh, 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 oh.
my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption, breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the 40 clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Waking up while you're crying out in the darkness of the night. If I could, I would rescue you. I'd grab your hand, lead you far away from the voices in your mind. I'd keep them from haunting you. Ooh, do you see the sky? Can you feel it lighting up your eyes? 'Cause I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light. Your walking around while it's quiet out, it feels heavy on your mind. If I could, I would carry you. Grab your hand, flip you upside down, see yourself inside my eyes, and see why I love you. Ooh, do you see the sky? Ooh, feel it lighting up your eyes? 'Cause I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light in your
Standing right in front of me, you used to be someone to me. You took all of my energy and had some infidelities. The real estate inside my head you took is never coming back, but you said that it wasn't personal. And every time you lied to me, it's like I didn't want to see, 'cause I thought you were beautiful, and beauty doesn't want to be mischievous and devious and set a fire unto us, but you were never beautiful at all. I wasn't fine to begin with, walked all those lines to begin with, but you forced me to work on myself because you put me through hell. I guess I should thank you for that. I'm okay, but it was a real close call. You went from a wall to a crowd, had to tear down the Berlin Wall. I was panicking, but hey, I guess I survived you, and that shit was hard to do. I've had every shade of blues since I met you. I think that I'm over it, but then I see you out again, laughing with the group of friends. There he is, you're holding hands, makes me feel pathetic and a little bit erratic. So I drink till I can't stand, and you know I won't confront you, even though it's all I wanna do. Probably best to just ignore it, both impossible and true. I wasn't fine to begin with, walked all those lines to begin with, but you forced me to work on myself because you put me through hell. Thank you for that. I'm okay, but it was a real close call. You went from a wall to a crowd, had to tear down the Berlin Wall. I was panicking, but hey, I guess I survived you, and that shit was hard to do. I've had every shade of blues since I met you. She loves me now. The petals hit the floor.
Welcome to Valorant Challenger League. My name is Popter and I'll be your host today. I'm joined by my casters. Say what's up, Yuki
I thought you were gonna say those names. What's up?
and Mano.
I'm Yukio.
How do you do, everybody?
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing pretty well. What about you,
Fine,
Yuki?
Myself, I am fine.
Very, very,
Very
good. I'm
tired,
excited
but-
for today. I haven't cast in a little bit, so this is it's gonna be fun.
This is my first time, so pretty exciting.
All right. Today is a very interesting matchup. One org, two separate teams going head to head in a best of one matchup. This game will decide who ends up in the quarterfinals. With that being said, I'll pass it over to my casters to talk about today's matchup and games coming up in the future.
Well, I am, for one, am very, very excited about the players that I'm seeing right now. Maple FPS in particular. I played quite a bit with him in Royalty quite a while back. He's a very, very good player. Mostly plays Apex, but his aim is absolutely excellent. I genuinely believe the only reason he hasn't reached plat yet is because he's played so little Valorant and has mostly been focusing on that professional Apex. I know that he will, as I understand, be doing the IGL role for FireFly White today. And so I'm really curious to see how that will work out because, again, he doesn't have a lot of that experience as a Valorant player lately, but he does have that literal professional experience.
Very interesting. Coming from Apex to Valorant's got to be an interesting transition from the aim differences and everything. I know me myself, I'm excited to see Ratty Rich play because last time I spectated him, he had a very interesting play style. Not very consistent, but very fun to watch overall. So I want to see him play. So that's all I got to say.
Now, predictions are up. You can start putting in your points, choosing who you think will win based on what we've said so far and how well you know each of these teams. I won't say who I'm putting my points on.
I don't get into gambling.
Oh. Okay, a pretty quick agent select here. We have smokes on. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Valorant Challenger League. Today we're watching a best of one match on Haven, FireFly Esports versus FireFly White.
Ratty Rich playing Chamber. Very interesting. Some interesting team comps for Haven. Both teams have smokes. That's going to come in handy. The Sky pick is slightly concerning to me, but other than that, these team comps look pretty decent.
I'm very excited to see how this goes. It looks like we've got something of a undetermined start from the attackers here, looking from the map. There it is, kind of collapsing on that 1A site. Very common to see at this kind of rank. Very rare to see a split up default type start.
I would have
Okay.
expected from at least like a higher elo game, someone to push B, fake B, garage, or something like that. But obviously, since this is low elo, they're all gonna stack a site, which isn't that bad of an idea. Especially
Oh, right,
since-
Maple FPS getting that first pick against Mao.
Yeah. Let us know.
Yep, Slate's taking down at Maple. That I see as being a devastating blow to their
Spike down
team.
Spike is down.
Oh, it looks like they're trying to hold that spike, but They don't hold the angle aggressively enough. They manage to grab it from a distance and get away. The full rotate is coming out. They're moving, as it looks, all the way to C, and they're going to have plenty of time to plant if they make haste. Leaving that spike a little bit behind there, I'm not a fan of. But it looks like the defenders have stalled out a little bit as well, and aren't quite ready to contest their plant. It does go down, and we have a 3 versus 3 retake. Yeah, Jet just repositioning. And the defender's playing this very slowly. Oh, Nuggets getting 2 kills and Lettuce finishing off Says all at once. A very, very fast advantage going in that direction.
Yeah, that was an interesting play style we saw from the attackers. Stacking a site and then they rotate off once the spike gets down. It works. Not the most viable, but timeout is called.
Yeah, it looks as though one of them is having a technical difficulty with their keyboard, and so they're trying to take advantage of their 1 timeout per half in order to buy them a little bit of time to sort that out.
Yeah.
Again, we don't really see any hint of where they're going yet, besides the spike being towards the A direction there.
They are stacking 2 on C and 1 garage on defense.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anyone on B, which is odd.
I believe Omen was going over towards B.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So they're just having that one player playing on A.
Yeah, that might not be the best strat.
Okay.
Right. Oh, full rush on C from the attackers.
But with Chamber staying behind in their spawn, he must be the player with the technical difficulties.
Probably. Unfortunately.
Chamber trying to get some chip damage and get away there. Does get flanked and picked by Lettuce. All the defenders rotating over to the site. And even though the attackers have got that 1 free pick, it is only still an even fight with that player still in spawn. As I say that though, 3 kills go down in favor of the attackers, as well as 6 getting a kill on Lettuce, but immediately getting traded out by Slates. Really good form on part of our attackers here. They've been very effective in shutting down those shutting down those retakes so far. What were you going to say?
I just said I couldn't agree more. That's all.
Yeah.
These are very fast rounds, which is obviously very good for these teams because they want to get in and out late. But may not be the best result for them to fast execute every time. Sorry. Forgot what I was trying to say.
They've got those 4 players pushing up in A, trying to make some progress here, take some space.
They do get.
They've made it very clear that they're here, but they haven't seen. Yeah, there's the full rotate here, with just the 1 defensive Chamber pushing out a C to confirm. Oh, a nice spray coming down from Maple, taking out Slates. And Ratty Rich with the 2K on the flank.
That's what I like.
This does mean that the attackers get access to that Vandal though, which is very unfortunate for our defenders. Yeah, very cautious steps.
Every corner gets picked off by Lettuce.
Oh, Lettuce also a really well established player here at VCL. All the way since
a Riot buddy to prove it.
Yeah, all the way since bot lobby.
30 seconds
He's
left.
been playing and dominating pretty well.
Here.
There's only 1 on C.
Okay, The push is
Keep them pushing
confirmed.
up.
They know that both of them are here. The full rotates are coming out. The plant is going down, but the interrupt.
Goes down.
10 seconds left. Last
Oh,
player
they're still
standing.
oh. Losing those players. Nuggets with an excellent 3K here. And
Get it.
Sway gets the pick. I would have loved to have seen that from the perspective of a prospective 4K. But a really, really nice kill by Sway.
Like one player may crash. Asking for a tech pause. Jet updrafts on, trying to get an off angle. But no one is pushing C. They're all bunched up on A.
Here.
I mean, it has been working pretty well for them so far, other than with that buy difference last round. Getting those 4 players, pushing them into the site.
And then rotating.
2 players holding against their rotate here. We'll see how effective that can be. It was the round changer last round. Slate's getting a nice pick against Sway. Reddy trying to get some damage dealt. Pulls out the classic, gets a nice head tap and torso shot. So far our attackers have shown excellent work, even with the player down.
Blinded.
A really impressive feat so far by them.
Spike
Evening
planted.
out the rounds already. Even taking the advantage with Nuggets taking that kill against Zapex.
Now effectively 2v4.
Yeah. With the AFK gone. And the last player from our defenders says
My ult ready.
stuck in Cubby here. Pushed out by that breach utility and traded by Lettuce.
Honestly, I love seeing this effort from FireFly White. It's very, very good effort, especially for having a missing player. They're playing exceptionally well.
And it does seem that he's managed to get back in the game, so I'm expecting an even stronger push moving forward with that utility to hold their flank. The buys have been consistently solid for our attackers, whereas our defense has very broken gun purchase. Mew and Lettuce both taking kills.
wow.
Mew getting a pair of them.
They found my trap.
Spike planted.
Plant goes down. And they seem to know that there's a player in heaven as well as one who was on the flank but is now rotating.
All 5 stacked on the site. One Rich is Sway now.
There it is. Sway getting a
Down.
yeah. And
Just
Manzo getting that.
Big HP. Probably gonna save the Vandal.
Yeah. And with their economy as broken as it is, I'd love to see them try and reorganize themselves.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they are down by 3.
Yeah. Because looking at their purchases here, last round, 3 of their players were within 100 credits of completely empty, and they still had a broken buy, Spectres and Guardians. Shotguns. I don't understand what it is that they're looking to do here, shooting themselves in the foot with this this partial economy.
No idea.
Like this round, right now, we're seeing full Vandals with full shields versus a Vandal, some Spectres, a Ghost, and a Bucky. I mean, yes, it would be very, very big for the momentum, but I don't think that the rounds they're losing this way are worth it. Ooh. He's getting 2 picks. Nuggets and Lettuce each managing to effectively trade that out. They've taken the site, they have the spike on it, but they're not moving it toward the plant. Say's getting that 3rd kill.
Last player standing. I have the spike.
But then re-peeking and getting traded by Mew. The last player here, Maple FPS, has a ghost. I would expect he's trying to get a gun here. Sure enough, he has a Spectre now. And Mew head taps him right off the bat.
I'll find you.
I just don't understand what I'm seeing with these buys.
They need to do a full save, a coordinated full save.
Yeah.
They gotta be
Because, I mean,
coordinated
at
with
this
those buys,
point-
otherwise-
Yeah, FireFly Esports here, sitting on full Vandals with an Operator versus 2 Spectres, a Ghost, a Marshal, and a Bucky.
Here.
You can't expect to momentum swing off of this buy. And you can't expect to put yourself in a better position for the future off of it either.
FireFly Esports, though, they are pushing up very slowly, not getting much room. C is wide open, though. I don't think they know that, but... There's nobody on C.
The defensive players immediately converging on the site and just not having any ability to contest the push. As I say that, though, Says with the 2 shots, the 2 kills from behind with that Spectre, spraying them down. A huge play by him.
Would this be the round they need to gain momentum?
I mean, I was saying you can't expect to get these wins, but it looks like they've been handed one anyway. And that might just be what they need.
Oh, blind comes out.
That blind does. And
I
he's trying to
see.
make this
30
forward
seconds left.
progress, but I don't think he realizes just how much firepower is waiting for him, ready to swing off of each other's contact.
Oh, he's teleporting.
Ratty gets picked. Nuggets, though, having got that pick, I was gonna say is very stuck, but with that ultimate, he places
10
himself in a
seconds
good
left.
position to potentially clutch out this round. Oh man, Sway with an excellent headshot there. And this is the round. If they're going to have a momentum swing, FireFly White needs to take it now.
And Ratty Rich is
Finally
buying
have
it
a
off.
They finally have a buy. One of them taking the off with the light shield. A little bit of a risk there. But
As I
FireFly
said, Ratty
Esports-
Rich's buys, they're very confusing sometimes, but they work. So I can't wait to see what he does.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
But yeah, to really emphasize what White has done to themselves here, FireFly Esports still has a full buy. They've given them so many rounds that it really hasn't affected them. Okay, the push coming up forward, taking that space. 3 players ready to defend here. Ratty not quite landing those shots, having had 3 opportunities to make picks happen and not been able to connect any of them. Maple gets a pick, gets traded. Ratty Rich gets 1. Maple, Slates gets 2. The space is taken on the site with a flank.
One
And
enemy remaining.
there it is. Sakes isn't quite in a good position to get away there. Takes a one and done
Last
angle and
player
gets
standing.
killed. Zapix manages to stop the plant from going down and gets away.
Gonna push through sewer.
Yeah, the full rotate here. He does expect it with how long it's taking though. A reasonable assessment.
I have the spike.
Oh, the choice of teleport gets him
timing.
killed.
The timing.
Zapix, this is the round. I was saying that they needed to make this round happen if they want to continue this momentum, if they want to shift it in the direction they need it to go off of all those bonuses and weird buys, and it looks like they might be managing it.
Yeah, I agree. They've become more coordinated, it seems, with their game plans and stuff.
Yeah,
They're
it looks like their
executing.
mental is seriously improved off of these couple of rounds.
I will be their
Of
nightmare.
course.
Ratty with that
You want to
bulldog no
play?
shield
Let's play.
really wants to be able to afford an operator again soon, I suspect. And FireFly Esports, having finally had their eco broken, has 3 Spectres and a Classic among their ranks.
Oh,
Nuggets getting those 2 head taps in the face of a teleport. Zapix trying to get away here in the face of that big push. Manages to regroup with his team. The space has been taken by the attackers.
Spike planted.
4 attackers on the site, 3 of them trying to retake it, 1 of them on the flank. And Lettuce and Nuggets both get picks.
Chamber though on the flank.
Yeah, counter flanking that flank.
Oh, absolutely whiffs his shot. How unfortunate.
Yeah, Sway with those 2 picks. Huge work. Maple picking up 1 as well, equalizing the round.
Last player standing.
Lettuce though, taking down Sway. Maple here, going for that pick. He has the aim. I know he can. There. Dang. I was really rooting for him there.
Yeah.
I've seen him do more
Everyone
and better.
was.
And especially off of that big retake of advantage there. The pressure was on though with the counter beeping as fast as it was.
FireFly White can still get a 6-6 half though,
Oh yeah,
which should be fair. That's still good.
but it is worth note that they've been pushed back into those weird buys that they keep voluntarily taking if they don't have a full buy. And sure enough, Manzo gets that free pick on Zapix. Mew against Maple as well.
Also,
And what am I looking at on the flank? I see. There's a shorty and a classic there.
He sees the top of their heads. Gets the jet.
Somehow
low, but
Ratty manages to get that pick. Slates trades out Sway and then also picks off Ratty as well.
6-6 half is not going to be happening, unfortunately.
Yeah,
And
no.
they're forced into this weird situation where. Oh, actually, never mind.
They finally gone and fixed it.
Yeah.
They have a full buy for once. Off of a loss. Thank goodness. It looks like Sway with his ultimate is ready to save potentially. We'll see. I am very excited to see that they finally got their money situated.
Get out of my way!
That flash going out stops the Jet ultimate from getting any work done over the top. The dog coming out, getting that information. Says
Hayes goes down.
trying for that one tap, but doesn't quite get it. Gets picked instead. As their top frag, that's quite unfortunate.
off your feet!
Trade spots.
Oh, Maple swinging off of the
Oh.
blind and the ultimate doesn't make it happen. But
Ratty
Ratty
though.
Player standing.
tries to get that one, pushes in deeper than he should and gets picked.
Oh.
Sway gets 2,
Does
giving
another
himself
one
a
there?
fair chance, but doesn't get it.
Last round before the switch. Buy what you need. Otherwise, we're going to look very
Looks
stupid.
like FireFly Esports is gonna have their full buy again. They're not buying an op. Obviously, Fade could buy an op for Chamber and they, give Chamber or.
And off the back of that full buy last round, FireFly White, for once, making the correct decision in the way that they buy weird. Just spending every penny that they possibly can at the end of the half here.
Blocking sight. What's this?
Okay, they see the utility. Sway got that ultimate out, ready to try and get those picks.
Blocking sight.
The tap and dash. Oh, and the judge is ready for them.
Off angle.
Oh, Slates picking Sway as well as Zapix.
Bring them down.
Trade Dog doesn't spot anyone.
They know they're there though.
Still in sight.
And with it being a 3v5 with the weird vibes that they have, ooh, Maple and Ratty each getting picks.
Player
Mew
standing.
trading out one of them, and Slate's getting a pick of his own for the attackers. It's 3v1. I'm looking for aggression here. They don't have time on their side. They don't have the half on their side. They need to just throw the gun away in an attempt. They have less than 13 seconds to be sitting on that spike. They get that one pick. A valiant effort, correct decision to push in. Doesn't quite pan out.
Switching sides.
Now here we are at the half.
Now with FireFly
9-3
Esports on the defense versus FireFly White on the attack.
Yeah. Is this 9-3 curse real? Guess we're gonna find out. Whole team of ghosts from FireFly Esports. Meanwhile, FireFly White has 2 frenzies, 2 ghosts, and a classic. Interesting about 3 frenzies, a ghost, and a classic. Oh, never mind.
It doesn't make too much of a
It's
difference
fine.
on the first round.
Fair enough. Slate stuns a couple.
Yeah.
Lettuce
The push
backing off
coming
from
up.
this push. I guess
And the defenders trying to get themselves into good positions here.
breach flash.
Say's getting that pick against Lettuce. They haven't quite managed to get a foothold on site. Slates and
enemy
Manzo
remaining.
getting picks.
Spike
Another
down
one.
A.
2k for Manzo. And it's just Says all on his own here. Trying to make the round happen, but getting picked by Manzo instead.
Unfortunate. It looks like Firefly White is sticking with their pistol loadouts.
Yeah, a
And,
reasonable decision.
Yeah.
The full
of course.
Spectre heavy shield. Well, with a couple lights coming from the defenders here, having won that first round. Lettuce already picking out Says. Manzo getting 2 picks and Mew taking out Sway. The last player is on site and they go down to Mew. A very, very fast round with Firefly White falling to the defenders.
When I said they were quick and efficient, I meant it.
It looks like we'll be getting an A push again this round, with only 2 people here defending.
That works.
Ooh, we have some movement in mid, and there's nothing from the defense watching this. They can lurk up as far as they want up to that trip, and they won't have a clue.
Or they could push up B. They do have the
Yeah.
smokes for it.
The dog goes out and finds a player on top of the boxes there.
They might
Reina
just
looking
push
into
up
B, seeing nothing, starting to slow clear it. Sure enough, the smoke goes down, trying to hold it. Says,
Spike
watching
planted.
that angle, Breach putting out a lot of utility, trying to get that foothold in. Sure enough, Nuggets manages to get onto the site, but Says, Ratty, Rich, and Sway all
One
get
enemy
picks
remaining.
for the attack. Maple picking up one for the attack. I think we're in position for a team ace. And with the spike down, 4 players holding the site and one ready to
Lettuce is disconnected.
hold from a distance. That one disconnected player is not going to be found as quickly as they otherwise might be. Sure enough, they're getting a little bit antsy. They're realizing that they can go hunting.
Worst time to disconnect. Be safe on A site.
Yeah, very strange. Yeah, that disconnect is going to be really, really bad for our defenders here. They've had such a dominant game so far, but down a player, I'm curious if White can make up some rounds, maybe get their morale up. Not necessarily even win the round, but definitely put themselves in a much more respectable position.
Both teams are on their full buy.
Sway getting that immediate pick against Mew as they go for a lineup and stay out in the open for a little too long, getting wall banged for that last couple points of damage. Slate's using a little bit of utility, trying to push out an attack that he thinks is there, but just isn't. C is completely open at this time, but the attackers don't seem to realize that, having their chamber holding that side. Says on A, pick Slate's completely for free as he pushes in. All the rotates go to A, and it looks like the attackers have finally realized that C is completely open, and even more so now that the defenders are rotating to A. Sure enough, the spike is coming in that direction, but
So have 2 on B.
yeah, they don't seem to be sure what's going on or why various angles have been clear so far. Zapix getting a free kill against Manzo. Doesn't seem to have expected what he just saw there. And it doesn't seem like FireFly White has quite processed the fact that AFKs don't disappear in these situations in custom matches. They're still respecting the threat as though he was still there.
Player standing.
Nuggets
Zapix
going
getting
down.
that pick against Nuggets, and here it is. They've finally gone and checked. Very principled not to have gone for that player until the very end after they had already won the round.
Most respectful Valorant player.
Oh, and the defenders take the timeout. Looks like they need to. They're trying to get that stalling potential in, trying to get their jet back as soon as they can in as few rounds as possible. Now, with these last 2 rounds having gone in favor of the attackers, Team FireFly White, how do you think that will continue? Do you think that with this AFK it'll just keep going until they win the round, or do you think it's still close enough that they might have a chance even down a player?
Well, I think it can go either way. It's one of those situations where it really depends on who makes more mistakes, and I feel like if FireFly Esports makes enough mistakes, then FireFly White could easily win this, and it just boils down to who screws up more, honestly.
Yeah. Because it is a very different playstyle when you're down a player like this, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, you have to play more cautiously, and your life is more valuable.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Someone has to get 2. Someone has to get 2. That stupid saying that people love to say, "Oh, I got my 1." It doesn't apply normally, but it really doesn't apply here. I do agree with the decision on their part to try and stall with that timeout, though.
Yeah.
3 attackers pushing up into C. Smoke's going out. It looks like they're trying to take the site, and there's no one holding. The rotates look like they are sort of coming out. The gunfire comes out.
Where are you?
Very
And the defenders,
cautious.
yeah, they're slowly drifting over. Now that scan is coming out, they spotted 3 of them on the site. Surely they're all on their way. But still, it really does look like they're just kind of drifting over. There's no urgency to it, even with the spike down.
If I was FireFly Esports, I would push coordinated. Like, have a coordinated push into site or retake.
There it is. Say's getting a pick. Sway as well. The attackers really putting themselves in a good position here. Slates and Ratty Rich also kind of trading there.
1 enemy remaining.
Says getting another pick.
And now it's just.
And there it is.
Oh,
Lettuce
he's
is
back.
returned. Late but back. Far too late to get that win. But it looks like he's trying to pick up what he can. Maybe get a Vandal and get away. But this time just to make sure that his agent dies so that he gets that extra money next round.
Yeah.
1 bullet round.
Honestly,
That should be enough.
now
Yes.
it's more favored to FireFly Esports. I think that they could definitely close it out now that they have a full team.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe that they're still very much in a position to win this, even with the momentum in favor of FireFly White.
Right. Their econ's kind of shattered, but it's not
It
gonna
is.
matter as long as they get, enough picks and maybe,
Yeah, one round and the momentum goes completely back in their favor with a whatever versus 12.
yeah.
Manzo getting that pick off the start, giving them exactly what they need.
Blocking sight.
That operator doing them excellent work. Lettuce pushing up here. Okay, backing out. I was really worried about his decision to push up. Getting back. The attackers pushing up here, trying to take that space in long and shower, clearing their angles with that dog. But the defenders, very principled and haven't rotated yet. I mean, they have their players off of C, but they still have Garage and B holding. And they're sending a player back. They seem to know what's up. They have the read. They realize that after that much utility, they should be seeing players by now. A full reset to the original position of the round, except downtime, and with the attackers slowly creeping forward.
Checking
Look
every
at-
corner
look at
for every
this.
possible trip.
The defensive breach in their spawn, ready to start rotating if he needs to. Ratty getting that clearing pick. Maple as well, getting a clearing pick.
30
Says
seconds
getting
left.
a pick. So many utilist picks. Says getting a second. Can he get the third? Sure enough, he does. A well played round. I honestly thought that the defenders had everything they needed to win that round. They had the read, they were ready to go, they have the advantage, they've been playing so much better in general. But when it came down to it, they swung without the util, and it just, I mean, the attackers played that, the aim just won the round there. I'm
They had a
very
really good
impressed.
rotate there as well. That was a perfectly executed rotate, pushing up through garage and just bursting on the site as a group. I feel like I was
Yeah, the
very well
yeah.
executed.
No, the push on contact was really well executed. I'm not sure that the mind games behind the rotate were good, but the push on contact was really well executed.
Right.
Cover going
As
out.
soon as it was discovered that we are in fact here, it was just go time.
Yeah.
The attackers here pushing up. They have Omen already more or less on site. They're either going to leave him hanging or they're pushing A. It looks like they're pushing
Breach
A.
does have ult.
Where are
ult.
It looks like he's in position to use it too. They only have one player on site though.
The
A
ult
full
comes out.
dodge against that ultimate. Oh, Sway getting that pick. Manzo getting a triple pick. Zapix says, and Zapix getting another. Mew managing to take out the key fragger this round. But in the 3 versus 1 position, sure enough, Ratty Rich takes the round. And we're in an 8-11 with momentum in favor of the up and comers.
Firefly White is not going
here.
down without a fight.
Yeah, off of the backs of those AFK rounds, they've managed to get a good eco. They aren't playing these stupid buys because they don't have to. They just have the money for full guns. And they're playing so much better than they were in the first half. 5 rounds in a row by Firefly White. Now, admittedly, some of those were the AFK, like we were saying, but I'm excited.
I would have loved to see Ratty Rich pick up an AWP as well.
Find you.
But he does have his tour de force. It'd be interesting to see 2 AWPs on play on the same team.
Zapix gets seen by Manzo, but he teleports out after being flashed. The attackers pushing into B with only 2 players on the front here. 3 of them on the defense.
Spike down.
Lettuce getting a pick.
Lettuce! Oh, all the picks. Sway and Ratty Rich and Nuggets, and Ratty Rich getting a second.
Last
Ratty
player
Rich
Full
is
standing.
pandemonium
Really?
with the spike and Cubby. 2 players, the 2 players who weren't flanking managed to be the survivors. And Ratty's gonna have to win off pure gunplay here.
Still does have the tour de force, and his teleport comes back in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Full headhunters.
Teleport's ready.
He's creeping forward. He's gonna be taking this fight against Mew any moment now. And Mew gets that pick. And I think that's where the dream dies. They had the momentum going for them, but having lost that, this is such a more difficult round now. They had to win that. They had to get up to 9 and 11, and they had to continue pushing the advantage. I mean, it's still possible, but Oh, it's not going to be easy.
They've got to win 4 in a row to get to overtime,
They are mine.
and then
And
3
then
in a row after that to win.
Yeah,
this could-
that's only half the battle.
Yeah.
The full push coming out. The operator doesn't manage to do any damage. Gets a little bit chipped as well. We have 3 players on the defense. 2 of them on the wrong side of the map. Manzo getting 2 picks in a row for the defense. This looks like it'll be the round that FireFly Esports takes the match. As I say that though, Ratty and Says both getting picks, taking the site for them. That scan doing so much work from you, and Nuggets getting a pick as well.
You
Ratty,
want to play?
the
Let's
last
play.
player on the team,
4 to 4
holding
comes
it out.
though.
The 8 and 12. Oh, I think that this is the end of the round, end of the match.
Oh,
That's a beautiful pick by Ratty. Alternating between operators, not sure what to use. There it is, picks out an entry weapon. He knows that he doesn't have the spike and that he needs to take space, and this is the weapon to do it.
Last player standing.
Gets the 3rd pick. Will he get the 4K and save the team?
no.
Oh,
worlds would run away. Feels like we've been stuck, like every day's gone to waste. I wanna see something different. Feels like a life that we're missing. Let's get lost, lost. You and I from the city we know. We can drive all night. We're caught, caught in borderlines. So the days I get low, now I feel so high. From ocean to island sky, we're chasing the northern light. Let's get lost, lost. You and I from the city we know. We can drive all night. Been waiting forever, something that we'd never reach. 'Cause all that I remember is someone I was scared to be. I wanna see something different. Feels like a life that we're missing. Let's get lost, lost. You and I from the city we know. We can drive all night. We're caught, caught in borderlines. So the days I get low, now I feel so high. From ocean to island sky, we're chasing the northern lights. Let's get lost, lost. You and I from the city we know. We can drive all night.
Welcome back, everyone. I will be passing it over to my casters for the player interview. Right now, we are interviewing Fly Nuggets. Unfortunately, the top frag of FireFly White has disconnected, so we only have one interview for you guys tonight. Well, let's pass it over to my casters.
Managed to drag in Maple here, who, as I understand, IGL'd for FireFly White today.
All right, I guess we got a second one.
Last minute changes, courtesy of me. Pardon my brazen decisions. But yeah. So Poopy Nuggets, our person who we expected to be interviewing just now. Well, you had quite a bit of technical difficulties on your team, FireFly Esports. Tell us about that. Just from a general perspective, how does that? What impression did that make from your perspective?
So yeah, when Module's keyboard broke, we were like really panicking, right? Because he tried about 3 different keyboards, and we were like panicking for a tech pause, and it really messed up with our mental because 4v5 isn't the best odds for like what seemed like would be like the whole game, and then our teammates' power cut out as well. Lettuce's power cut out, and that messed with the mental as well. And that's when we lost a lot of our momentum when they started scaring us and came back.
Yeah, that was a big comeback that they had too.
Yeah, it scared us a lot.
If I may, how did it affect your, game plan almost when you realize these players are disconnected and not there? How does it change how you play?
Yeah, so for our chamber, we practiced a lot of plays like for entering with him and like holding sight. And since he couldn't entry for us and then let his power cut out as well, it was really hard to get on the site and make like good plans to follow up for post player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have anything that seemed to work somewhat well for you, even though you had those 4 players that you made up on the spot?
I think our A site where I would go into A short, flash default, and smoke heaven, and then our players would entry from A long, looking for the flash, and then they would fade eye back site just to make sure he's still there, and then we'd get entry that way. That was like kind of on the spot, like right then and there.
Yeah. Very, very resourceful though, having to come up with that on the spot despite all the practicing that you did going out the window.
Yeah, it was very like ill timing for that.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciated the technical difficulties, just from the perspective of casting an interesting game. Though I'm sure you have a very different perspective on whether or not they were good.
We
Makes
were,
our
we were
job
panicking
easier.
so hard. We were pretty like panicking over that.
Yeah.
You guys came out on top anyway, though. So
Yeah,
Barely.
very well done.
Very,
I mean,
Very
that's
good.
an impressive feat. I will give it to you.
yeah, it was very, very scary.
Yeah. And Maple, say hello to the audience.
Hello everyone. Hello Poopy Nuggets.
Hello, Maple.
Yes,
Um,
this is the man I have pulled in last minute here. As I understand, you were going to be IGLing today. Is that correct?
Correct. And we did have me IGL today.
Alrighty. And how would you say that the team played under your leadership?
So I'm just gonna state this first off. I have come back to the game on short notice because Marco, who has known me to be very good, had recruited me to replace him due to unforeseen circumstances. So he wanted me to be IGL for the team because in the past I have co-IGL'd with Mono, surprisingly. So getting that out there, haven't played much. Going into today, I was up probably all night with COVID, thinking and brainstorming how to play, and specifically on Haven.
Oh wait. You were sick as can be?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Are you saying that what you had hit you pretty hard?
No, I mean I had the chills, but I think I can play through it. It almost gives
Okay.
me a buff sometimes. So
Alright.
today that was not the case, I will say, but
Okay.
yesterday it was.
Yeah, so it hadn't quite hit you yet yesterday, but
Yes.
today it was
Very,
giving you a
very
real
much
run
so.
for your money.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, today was much harder. My first thought process for today's idealing was because they were scrimming Nobi and they were so worried about Nobi, who didn't end up playing. We were practicing for about an hour beforehand on how to counterplay an op. And
Oh, boy.
Nobi did not end up playing, so that plan was thrown out the window. And of course, we had a few people, 1 or 2 people on our team, not going to name, who were not able to get on or did not want to get on. So
Oh boy! So you're
it was
having,
just
you're
it was
having
very
internal
unfortunate.
difficulties
Internal
team-wide.
difficulties as a team.
Yeah.
I believe we did fantastic for my first time IGLing in almost a year. And
Yeah.
though I've known how to IGL, putting on the shoes for the first time in a very long time is very difficult.
Oh yeah.
Especially coming from a game like Apex where IGLing is all about micro. This is micro management. This
Yeah.
game you can't do that because it's
Yeah.
it fills up the comms too much. So
Yeah.
you can do it in
It's a
between.
very
rounds.
different world.
It is much different world. I think overall I'm very happy with our team's performance. I think
Okay.
we all performed to the best of our ability, especially because I joined the team literally 2 nights ago
Yeah.
without
And
meeting everyone until today.
it is a sub team, so the fact that you managed to pull it back as far as you did,
I was very happy
really
with
is
how we were
good.
performing. Yes. I feel like the technical difficulties made it much easier.
Yeah.
However, I'm definitely proud of some of our players' performances.
Yeah. Alrighty.
I'm not proud of my own. I think I could be doing better, of course. But
Yeah,
to be fair, we knew from the get-go that they were a very strong team and we were going to have a good time no matter the outcome. Very happy.
Yeah, it was really good seeing a match between the two teams from the same organization there. And like I said, it was really fun seeing a match that turned out as closely as it did. I am kind of wrapping up here. Before I do so, Yuki, Pop Tart, do you have anything that you want to kind of put in?
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Oh, it seems like you're
Oh,
cutting out quite badly there. Pop-Tart, do you have
no,
anything
yeah.
that you want to put in before we close up?
If Yuki has something, he can go first. I'll do the ending.
Okay.